Welcome to the Fast Cars, Fast Girls podcast with Abby and Molly.
All right, well, let's warm up the tires on a episode featuring a lot of tires, as it were. We're going to cover the news, and since we delayed our taping a day, we got a whole lot of news about new drivers, and the new liveries are out. And then we're going to just talk about tires. All sorts of things about tires. Types of tires, a cool woman who works with tires, shit we didn't make up about tires all the time.
All tires, all day long.
And it's tires, Tires, not Ty. Get out of here. Get out of here
with that.
All right, so let's kind of discuss the new drivers that we have.
All right.
So first up, Ed picked his road course buddy.
He did.
Jordan King, who is quite young.
Yeah, how old is he?
I just stared at this the other day, and I forgot, and I want to say he's probably very mid-20s.
Okay.
Yeah. Like, you know what? I don't know why I just don't Google this. Jordan King, race car driver. Let's see. He is 23 years old.
23.
Wow. That's
I said, all right.
Yeah.
That's fair.
It's real young, and so he's not been in any of our ladder series. He came up through the Formula One ladder series.
Oh, well, that makes sense for him to be the road course buddy then.
It does. Like, I get that, it'd be nice if it was somebody who's been in the series who was wanting a ride, but Formula One does road courses, so he should be okay.
Yeah. That should work out pretty well, actually. Mm-hmm. And since he's never done ovals, he's not gonna
try and get on board with that.
Yeah.
Let's see. He was youngest driver for Formula 2. He did the GP2 series, and actually he spent time, let's see, what did I read? Carlin Racing. They have a series over there for F3.
Yeah.
And of course now obviously they have a team here.
Yep.
And then he was on the same team with Rossi during the GP2 series, and then I think also when Rossi was a driver for Marussia?
Mm-hmm.
So that's interesting. There's been some stories that that Rossi kind of talked to him about this whole switching over to IndyCar thing.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah. And, other drivers have made the F1 to IndyCar switch. A lot of good drivers have, so...
That's true.
Apparently, people think... So I guess when he was in oh, God. Their cat and dog are fighting. Sorry. This is a really professional podcast.
Yep.
So when he was over in Formula One, I guess his dad is either owner or was CEO of the English version of Kroger's.
Okay.
So there's a lot of money there, is what I've picked up.
Gotcha.
So, that probably also didn't hurt that he could get a check and sponsors ready to go.
Yeah, I'm sure that played a big part of him being picked.
Yeah, that's kind of what I think. So, he got named. I don't think he's over here testing yet, so we'll kind of have to wait and see. And, Ed Carpenter Racing is using the hashtag Team Allies.
Team Allies?
Yes, because it's England...
Yeah.
And the United States. There were more people on the Allied forces. I'd like to point that out.
Yeah.
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 I guess using something like Team Tea Party is a little too on the nose.
I guess.
Team, what about 1776? I don't know. It was just weird to me. I was like, oh, okay, that's an interesting choice.
It's an interesting choice. Team Allies.
Yeah, Team Allies.
I feel like they could have come up with something better, or just let it lie. Like, there's a Team Brazil, there's a Team Canada, just let it lie.
Just kind of let it happen, because you can't do Team America, you can't do Team, just let it happen.
You're just not a member of this little club because to have cool hashtags for this.
Right. And it's like,
just let it be.
Andretti Autosport is like, we're Team America. And I'm like, except during the Indy 500.
Right. You're like, then you're Team a lot of people.
Then you're Team the world.
Basically.
So Ed's picked his road course buddy. Let's see. Another one that I found kind of surprising. Juncos is adding another driver.
Really?
Yeah, so it's Renee Binder. Not making this up. That's the kid's name.
All right.
He is an Australian.
I probably would have said Bender.
Well, you probably also could. I love office supplies, so it was Binder as soon as I saw it.
I mean, fair enough. Fair enough.
I was like, Binder. Nope. So he's Australian. His prior experience was Formula V8, which are the kind of sports cars. He did okay there. He's done GP2 for a couple of years. So yeah, they invited him. He's going to do 4 races: St. Pete, Barber, Toronto, and Mid-Ohio.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, and he actually had a couple of poles and 5 podiums in Formula V8 and 4 wins. So
yeah,
so he didn't do too shabby.
Yeah, it's not bad at all.
No. Well, that's good. Mm-hmm. We'll get to see him race live at St. Pete in Mid-Ohio.
I cannot wait. Gosh, is it the season yet? We're still waiting on Dale Coyne, by the way.
Still waiting on you, Dale.
I was really excited because, Sebastian was out testing. God, today is Wednesday. Yesterday and today, so I would have thought there would have been an announcement.
You would have thought so.
I mean, I'm just saying. But I don't know. I'm wondering if they're running into a problem then with that announcement.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody else is kind of made it, so.
Yeah, and aren't we rapidly approaching when practice is open to everybody?
Oh, it was open Tuesday.
Okay, so yeah. No, I think there's got to be some problem with buttoning down a contract.
I mean, I'll just put it out there, like Oprah and The Secret. Come on, Connor, let's go.
Right?
Just put it out there. Maybe it'll work.
Hashtag Connor Car Watch.
Hashtag Connor Car Watch for real. For real. So we're still waiting. I don't know. It's weird. Yeah.
That is weird. It's very weird. We haven't heard anything.
I don't know. It's frustrating to me.
Yeah.
You know how
I'm with you.
I like everything buttoned up, and it's not.
No, I'm with you.
Like, we're what, 60 days away from St. Pete.
Yeah, the time is now, guys.
Yeah. So let's, pull the trigger, make a decision, let's go.
Let's pick a driver and let's move on.
Yeah. So with these new ones, I know we kind of talked about the 500 last podcast, the podcast before, about the idea that we might have bumping.
Yes.
Doing a count, and I'm not yet counting the one-offs, we have 27 cars lined up.
Okay.
And this doesn't count Jordan King or Renee Binder, because they're not specifically slated for the 500.
Okay.
Now, I know Carpenter said if the money came together for a third ride for the 500, okay, they'd put Jordan in. And I'm kind of guessing if he really has that kind of wealth behind him, they might be able to put something together.
Well, yeah, and why would you miss an opportunity to run in the Indy 500?
Right. So let's throw him in there. That makes 28. We know Schmidt-Peterson wants a third ride. That's 29. Oh, God. I know I have to do math. Watch this be bad. Pippa's 30.
Uh-huh.
Buddy's 31. Danica said she wants to. That's 32.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Sage is a perennial, so maybe we should count him. That's 33. That's 33 right there.
Yeah.
And, there's a few other people who have kind of expressed, so I think we're going to get bumping.
I'm so excited about that.
I know. When was the last time we had bumping, I wonder?
It's been a while.
It has been. So,
yeah.
This is going to be exciting.
It's going to be very exciting. Going to make for a very exciting qualifications weekend.
Oh, my God. I can't wait. I'm so excited for quals already.
Oh, I am too. Now, what about Juan?
Well, Juan might be in a little bit of trouble. So, Penske, it had been reported that Penske told Juan he could get a ride somewhere else because their stable is full. They're running 4 cars in Indy, and that's it.
Yeah.
So there was a story that Schmidt was thinking about.
Oh, and Alio gets a 500 ride. right?
Yeah, I've counted him in my.
Okay.
So yeah, they're running like 6. Jesus.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry. Penske's running 4. My bad. I'm thinking I've just combined Andretti and Penske in my head.
Yeah.
That's
So they'll have 5 in the Indy 500 though.
who Penske?
Yeah.
No, they'll have 4.
Oh, because they just have the 3.
Yeah, Juan's just a one-off for the 500 and the GP.
That's right.
Yeah, I know it's weird. You still want Juan to be there, or not Juan, but Elio. Jesus.
Yeah.
Helliker, what's going on here?
So Juan doesn't have a seat for Penske.
Doesn't have a seat for Penske. Rumors, it was reported that Penske said he could find another seat, not a problem. So then there was a story that Schmidt was looking at picking up Juan just for the 500. And it just got reported that he's not going to ride with Schmidt because Penske won't let him.
Well, that's not very nice of them.
No, I kind of think Juan just got fucked.
Yeah, Juan just got fucked pretty hard on that.
Yeah. If I were Juan, I would not take it.
No, like, hey, you can have a ride for the 500. JK, we're not going to give you a ride for the 500, but you can get a ride with somebody else. JK,
No, just kidding.
Get a ride
Just
with somebody
kidding.
else.
I mean, I don't know. It's just shitty.
Roger Penske better watch his back. That's all I'm going to say.
I mean-
Because Juan seems like the vindictive type,
I don't want to mess with Juan, okay? He got mad at a plastic bag.
right?
He will wreck
Juan will lose his shit over nothing.
you. Yes. Nobody messes with Juan. So we're still waiting on Juan, and that would put us at 33 if he got a ride. So anybody else would bump us over. So
Interesting.
fingers crossed.
Yeah. And then Schmidt-Peterson also said they won't sign Danica, correct?
Yes. So that came out because there's, quote, too much attention around her, which is bullshit.
What does that mean? Like there wasn't enough attention when they were going to partner with a wife murderer?
I was ready to tell you this. I was ready for that response.
Seriously, like, oh, we've had enough bad publicity, so God forbid we bring back, a female driver who's actually done really well in IndyCar.
Yeah,
And have good publicity.
Yeah, let's whoa, too much attention. What the shit?
Too much attention. Wow.
Yeah, I know. Some bad
The
decision
people
making.
that make decisions for that team, but
There were some bad decisions.
it's good they don't have a winery. We have to talk shit about their rosé too.
I bet it's bad. Maybe he does. We just don't know about it. Everybody has a
Right.
winery.
Yeah. All right. Too much attention.
Yep,
Okay.
okay.
Yeah, because what's really bad for a team that needs money is attention.
Sponsor attention. That's fine. That's
Yeah.
okay. Okay.
Yeah, that's awful for them.
Ugh.
Poor Sam Schmidt. God.
Oh, Jesus. So, yeah, Danica's ride it's kind of looking tenuous right now.
Interesting. Well, I hope she gets a ride. I mean, I'm going to be shocked if she doesn't have a ride. I mean, it's a one-off race,
I mean, it's a one-off race. It's the 500. It's not bad publicity. It's attention. And in this day and age, when you're trying to get sponsorship money, I mean, any attention is good attention.
Right?
So, I'm a little shocked.
Yeah.
It's frustrating.
I'm quite surprised.
So that's happening. And then today, Andretti Autosport's starting to release pictures of the liveries of their new cars, and they look really, really pretty.
Ooh.
And they look really, really fast. Like, seeing them in the paint, like seeing in the black matte, because I know, like, Marco's car's not been painted yet, and Bourdais' car is still kind of in that matte black. That looks sleek.
Yeah.
Yeah. But seeing, like, RHR's and Rossi's Napa livery, it looks really good.
It really does. Yeah. Rockies looks beautiful.
I mean, it's a car, but I was like, ooh, it's really pretty.
It's very pretty.
Because I'm a girl, and the car is pretty.
Yeah, it is very pretty.
Yeah, and then, like, so Scott and Ed Jones have been testing, and they've kind of just got that blue NTT Data paint on it, and it looks all right.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm not a huge fan of that blue for the NTT Data anyway.
I mean, I like that blue. It's just that so many cars have that same shade of blue that it doesn't stand out at all.
It doesn't get you a nice color.
Yeah, it doesn't. It just doesn't. It doesn't do anything for me. It's not anything special.
So we'll have to see as more cars start practicing. I haven't seen Penske out in their full team practice, so I kind of looking forward to see those cars.
Ooh, I am as well.
Like Will's silver car, like I'm very excited to see that.
Yeah.
This is such a girly moment for us talking about car paints.
No, but I'm with you.
Sorry, the cars are pretty.
Yeah. Will's is gonna look nice. I'm excited to see Pagano's.
Yeah.
That, neon yellow.
God, I love that. I love that it's neon yellow.
I do too. I mean, it stands out.
Yes.
Perfectly.
It's so easy to even where's Simon? There he is.
There he is. You can see him from space.
Found Simon. It's being a new race game. Who can find Simon first?
Right, like where's Waldo?
Spot Simon. Oh my God, yes.
Only it's too easy.
I know. That's what sucks about it.
Yeah, the harder game is, picking out which driver's in the blue and white
car. Yeah.
Yeah.
Correctly identify the blue and white car. Let's see. Oh, I just saw this when I was driving home, so I didn't get to shoot it to you, but apparently somebody put a story out there kind of talking about the idea, I don't think it's happened yet, of letting the drivers kind of have open communication between themselves on the radio during the race.
No shit.
And then allowing it to be broadcast. As soon as I said that, I was like, no, that's not going to be broadcast after the first race.
I mean, I hope that we can hear it with our race electronic headphones. But,
yeah.
And
I would definitely pay, because so right now Verizon is, if you have it, you get the stuff. Well, they're talking about kind of carrying it over to just like an app you pay for. Like, I will shell out the money if I can hear driver-to-driver communication.
Absolutely. I would pay good money for that.
Good money. I'd pay double for the opportunity to record it.
Yes.
Because that shit would be fantastic.
Oh, it's going to be nonstop entertainment.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So.
Oh, that's hysterical.
I saw that and I went, oh, this is a bad idea.
Somebody like me is going to ruin it for everybody.
Yep. I think it's going to be Ed.
I think it's going to be Will.
Oh, well, that's true. That's true. Well, I think Will's accent might save him enough
that they won't exactly know what he said.
I'd be like, what did he just say? I don't know. I'm sure it's harmless, but like Ed will just be cursing.
And Hinchcliffe.
Oh, God, yeah. I mean, all of them. Let's be real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm going to love every second of it.
Oh, yeah.
Let me be clear about that.
Oh, no. It's going to be hilariously entertaining.
Oh, it's going to be the best.
I mean, I don't know who I need to talk to say do it, but it needs to happen.
It does. And then everybody should really enjoy it this one season because it'll never happen again.
It will never happen again.
Never, ever. The conversation afterwards will be like, this is why we can't have nice things.
Yep. Oh, God.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
God, I hope that really happens.
I do, too. I don't know if I've ever wanted anything more in my life now that I think about it. Like, let's go.
I mean, can you imagine, like, them talking back and forth to one another? Can you even imagine? I mean, think of all the shit they talked about Buddy Lazier. Everybody talks shit about Buddy on Fast Friday.
Everybody. That's the best part.
Every other driver. And so if they could actually talk to other drivers, I mean, because it's not going to necessarily be like qualifications. It's going to be the practice days when they're trying to like get their shit together.
Yeah.
And somebody's just out there fucking up their flow. It's going to be the practice days that are going to be the worst. That and race days. But
I don't know about race days. I think race days will be tamer than the practice, but I think you're right. I think practice session will 100% be the shit show.
Oh, it will. And they'll be like, hey, you want to maybe get the fuck out of my lane?
This basically would be me during rush hour.
Yeah, basically.
Oh, God.
us every time we drive to work.
The shit are you doing? Get the fuck out of my way.
Oh, yeah, they're going to have to really define a lot of those rules on what...
Yeah, because it was basically like you can't say anything demeaning. And I was like, well, that seems vague.
It does seem vague. I mean, so I can't say, hey, fuckwad, get the hell out of my lane. But I could say, hey, get the fuck out of my lane.
Like, I feel like we need some definitions here.
Yeah, we're going to need some solid examples.
They're going to make them watch George Carlin's, like, what is it, the 7 words you can't
The
say?
7 words you can't say, yeah, exactly.
That's going to be the training. And if you don't know what we're talking about, well, you should watch it. It's really good.
Yeah, then you're a child.
Yeah.
If you just said, who's George Carlin, go home. Go home. Your parents failed.
We might be too adult for you, which is rare.
It is rare.
Oh, Christ.
Oh, that's too funny.
Let's talk a little bit about tires.
Let's do it.
All right. So, just kind of talking about them real quick, just to run it down, because we're discussing things over the break, which is winding up. So I thought I would lay out first the types of tires that F1 uses as a kind of compare and contrast, as it were.
Because they have a shit ton of tires.
They have 2 categories of tires. You have your smooth tires and your treaded tires.
Okay.
And under their smooth tires, they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different tires.
Wow.
And they go from hyper soft, which has the most grip, but it's least durable, to super hard, which has the least grip, but most durable.
Okay.
And they're color coded. There's actually a really nice picture somewhere of all the tires lined up, because they all have different colored wheel wells.
Oh.
Yeah. So it's like pink and purple, red, yellow, white, ice blue, and orange.
I like that.
I know. I was like, well, that's okay. I feel like that's a gray, but okay.
Yeah.
So that's their smooth tires. So they're normal tires that they would do on any sort of road course. And then they have 2 treaded tires for like the wet. It's going to rain. There's precipitation, and all of the announcers get, way too excited.
Yeah, they all get half chubs about it.
Little half chubbies there. So they've got 2 types of treaded tires: an intermediate, which is green, which is for light standing water, if you will.
Oh, I won't.
And then a regular wet tire, which is blue, and that's for heavy standing water.
Huh.
Which I would be concerned about hydroplaning.
Yeah, I'm like, heavy standing water. I don't know that that's necessary.
So, where was it?
I don't know that I want to race in that,
They had, like, I think they've had practices or quals this year. I don't follow F1 as closely, in pretty wet conditions, and it was a little insane to watch.
Yeah, they slide all over the place.
You've got that kind of, I'm using the term wake, although it's not wake, but the water spewing out behind them. Like, that's also not a great thing to be driving behind.
Yeah.
Because, they don't have windshields.
Yeah, so you're just getting nailed in the face.
Shot in the face with a bunch of water.
I mean, I think that would piss me off more than anything. Yeah.
I'd be really upset about that.
I would be too. I'd be like, spray me with water one more time.
Like, I'm going to ram you up. Like, it's done. I'd just pull over and quit, really, at that point, I think. You're like, it was good while it lasted. I quit.
Right. We had a good run.
That scene in Ricky Bobby where he's just eating a sandwich, like, be back in 5 minutes, guys.
Right.
So they have 7 tires. 8, 9. They have 9 tires. My bad. It's that math that catches up to me. IndyCar only has 3.
Yeah, no, we're not nearly as complicated.
We are not complicated and super duper fancy. Like, we got 3 tires. That's all we need.
Yep.
So we got our primary blacks, which are, of course, the most durable of the tire, but they got the least grip. We've got our alternate reds, or the soft tires, which are more grip, less durable. And then we have our one type of wet tire.
That seems like more than enough.
That seems like more than enough. And so, you hear it during practice sessions and whatnot about like sticker reds or scuffed. And obviously sticker means they're new. And scuffed means they've worn them in a little bit.
Which they a lot of times do during practice.
They do a little bit during practice because that's
just
the best.
Scuff up a little bit.
It's the best time to wear them in. See how they roll. And I think it was tire strategy for Sonoma that really helped Pagano win.
It was.
Yeah. So tires can play a big part.
They absolutely can.
Yeah. And of course, the wet tires are only used in road courses.
Correct.
We do not run the ovals in the rain.
No, because you go way too fast. You would die. You
would hydroplane into a wall, and we don't want that.
No, that's definitely red flag conditions.
Yeah.
Full course red, and we dry off the track for you.
And we go sit under the stands and play cards.
Pretty much.
It's fun. It's fine. You catch up on your drinking, maybe take a nap. It works.
Right.
Oh, Christ. Now, Firestone, that Southern Indiana accent comes out every time I say that word. Firestone. Firestone. They're working on new wet tires.
Oh.
They don't think they're going to have them until Detroit.
Well.
Yeah. And they're kind of playing it behind the vest right now about what's involved, but I guess it's a new tread pattern, so there you go.
Huh.
Yeah.
Well, that's pretty cool.
They got smart people. They know what they're doing.
They do. They do know what they're doing. Well, I mean, it was, they've had, issues in the past, and they always, try to roll with it and correct and redesign things as quick as possible. So, yeah, I have full confidence in their design team, their engineering team for that.
Oh, definitely. And they've actually been working because of the new car and the changes with the new car, they've actually had to change the tires themselves and like the composition of the tires.
Oh.
Because so the car has less aerodynamic downforce. Because the downforce changed in the new car, so the tires and the grip all had to change with it.
Gotcha.
I mean,
that makes sense.
It makes sense. And obviously with the new downforce and everything else like that, they really had to work on the oval tires. So just making me more and more excited for March.
I'm so giddy.
I cannot wait.
Cannot wait.
I cannot wait. Yeah. So we'll see new cars, we'll see new tires, we'll see new drivers. I'm already excited.
It's going to be such a good year.
It's going to be such a good year.
Oh my gosh, so many good races.
We're going to be on the road a lot too. I was looking through.
We are going to be on the road a lot. We've got quite a busy race season planned.
We do. And, if you're not following us on social media, you probably should, because actually in about 2 weeks we start our road trips.
We do.
So you can follow us on Twitter, and that's at FastCars, NIN317. We do that a lot. You can follow us on Instagram. It's at FastCars, Fast Girls. We have a Facebook page. It's facebook.com/FastCars, Fast Girls. Or you can just search us in your Facebook search bar. And we have a webpage. It's up. It works. It's real. www.fastcarsfastgirls.com. And you can find our episodes on there. We'll be updating it with a lot of pictures from races, memes, all sorts of fun stuff. So you should definitely check it all out. And while you're doing that, please subscribe, rate, review, and share.
Yes.
Because that's very important.
It is very important.
Because I've ran out of friends to try and bribe to put reviews online.
True story.
I was like, who else can I? And I was like, son of a bitch. I've ran out of people.
Yeah, I won't have a new job until April, so.
We need you out there, people. We know you're listening.
Right. We know you've got friends.
Yeah, so share us with them as the racing season starts. This is the best time to start in, share with people. It's going to be fun.
Get your friends excited about racing, then you have more friends to go to the track with. Yeah. Everybody wins.
It's a win-win-win.
It is a win-win-win. It is indeed. And don't forget to check out our YouTube page. We occasionally put hilarious videos there as well. And we'll be hitting up the Snapchat once we go back on the road again. And that's Fast Cars FST GRLS.
Because we ran out of letters.
Yeah, Snapchat would not allow us to use all of the vowels.
No. So. It was like Wheel of Fortune, but without any money. We can't buy vowels.
Yeah, Wheel of Fortune and we're broke, so consonants only.
So definitely check that out. We won't have any video up on the YouTube page right now because somebody's a little sick, so...
Yep.
She's quarantined.
I caught the flu, so I'm quarantined at home this week.
That's fine. We'd like her not to infect me.
Yeah, no, one of us has to stay healthy.
Yeah. So anyway, back to tires.
Back to tires. Okay, so...
Speaking of tires, there was a tire kerfluffle. Do you remember that? Were you there for that one?
I don't believe that I was there for that one.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. No, I don't believe that I was.
2005 Grand Prix in June?
Yeah.
Well,
I don't think I went that year.
I think it was shortly afterward. It was the last year anyway. It was done in 2007?
Yeah.
Yeah, so... Anyway, back in 2005... not Firestone, geez, oh Pete. Formula
Bridgestone.
1. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Formula 1.
Yeah, drove on two types of tires. The Bridgestone and the Michelin tire.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they had a bad tire failure during practice sessions, including a crash.
Yeah, with the Michelin tires.
Yes.
Yeah.
They attempted to fix it. They slowed down turn 13, used tires from a prior GP. They installed a chicane.
Didn't work.
Did not work.
Did not work. And there is something wrong with our little note system today. It cut off everything.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not just you. I'm seeing it here too. So anyway, didn't work. So the teams who were on Michelin, so basically F1 was like, nope, you still have to run the track. You still have to run the race. You're screwed. They started the race. They did like the parade lap, and then they pulled over and retired the cars from the race.
Wow.
So like four or five cars finished the Grand Prix, and apparently people were pissed.
Oh, I'm sure they were.
I get this and something else always flipped at the IMS. So yeah, and this was back at the IMS too.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
I'm sure that did not help increasing fans.
No, not when, 2/3 of your field drops out.
Yeah, no, nobody likes that.
Nobody likes that. So, little tire kerfluffle there that happened here at the IMS with...
Well, and I just want to say, you know it's unsafe when the drivers are like, we're not finishing.
When they're like, nah, we're just going to pull over.
Right, like they are all adrenaline junkies. That is what they've chosen to do for a living. When they're saying it's not safe, it's legitimately not safe.
Yeah, it's 100% not safe. So, interesting. Well, continuing on... with tire.
We can move on, is that what you said?
I said continuing on.
Continuing on.
So our woman of the week, because sometimes we don't record on Wednesday, and it bothered me when it was Woman Crush Wednesday. So our woman of the week.
Our woman of the week, Cara Adams, who is the chief engineer for Bridgestone's Motorsports Group, and the only female chief engineer.
Yeah, so super duper badass.
She really is.
Yeah. I mean, insane. So her degree is in mechanical engineering from Akron University.
Very cool.
I think I've driven...
Akron, Ohio.
I was going to say, I think I've driven through Akron, Ohio for some form or another.
Yep, I have definitely been to Akron.
Yeah. I'm trying to think, so... When she started, she was the only... So when she first started, so now she's the only chief engineer, but when she started, she was the only female engineer in the series.
Wow.
And now she's one of 4, so that's pretty amazing.
That is pretty amazing.
That's pretty badass.
It really is.
This is how, this is an example of kind of breaking the ceiling and people coming up behind you. Like, she was the only one, and now there are 4, and that's an advancement. I mean,
it is. Well, I mean, that's huge. In such a male-dominated field.
Yeah. I mean, especially in the STEM field, that's a very big push.
It absolutely is, and it's definitely not an easy field to get into. It's pretty specialized. So good for Cara.
Yeah.
Kind of lead the way.
So she started with Bridgestone in 2003. Right, in 2003, she worked in their sort of like just vehicle tires, like run-of-the-mill tires.
Okay.
But she definitely wanted to work on race tires, so she was in Portland visiting a family, and that was when Champ Car raced there in 2007, so she kind of just volunteered with them. Like, hey, I'm here. Okay. I work for Bridgestone. How can I help?
Sure.
And then later on, she was hired on by the race tire development team with Firestone Racing Brand.
All right.
And she initially did road and street courses. Now she does kind of all of them, but she does focus more on super speedways like the IMS.
Damn right.
Damn right. Some of the things she does now is she kind of assesses all the feedback that they get about tire wear and performance. And then I guess they have a really cool facility in Buffalo that they do a lot of simulations on the tires.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah, and so that information is then given to the teams, and it kind of how they set up the car.
That's awesome.
I know.
Well, we should check that out in Buffalo. When we go up to Toronto after I'm allowed to enter Canada.
When you get you come back to Canada now card.
Yes.
Do you get something in the mail?
Yeah, we should check out their facility in Buffalo. I bet that's very cool.
Oh, we definitely are just going to walk on in there. That's happening.
Yeah, we're 100% going to do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's awesome. Well, and I know that was it Texas that they had all the issues with like bubbling and all that?
Yeah.
And blistering? Yeah, it was. Which, I mean, I know that, she was on the ground there and they were doing everything they could to try and keep that be a good race.
I don't think God himself could have made that a good race.
Nope, I don't think so.
Nope.
No.
Oh, God. Such a shit show.
So, that was quite the shit show. But yeah, so hopefully we don't have another repeat of that. But I would say Firestone gets it right 99% of the time. Yeah. That was just the 1% that they did not.
It's just Texas.
I mean, it's just Texas.
Everything's always bigger in Texas. The problems are bigger.
Yep. Problems are bigger in Texas, too.
Yeah.
So, but very cool. Well, and they share all the information with the teams, like anything that they're developing and working on. They share that with all the race teams because that affects how they set up their car.
Yeah. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I imagine there's a lot of communication back and forth between the race teams and Cara's team.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I would imagine since they're so closely related.
I mean, I don't want to say this and have you throw something at me from Speedway, but, your tires really can make or break a race.
Well, I mean, at least it's not that races are won and lost in the pits.
I really almost wanted to say that. Races are won and lost by your tires. Man, it's been a while since we've heard that.
Well, I mean, we haven't had a race in a while, so
I know.
Give it time.
I'm getting a little squirrely.
Don't worry, Katie will not let us down this season. I'm sure of it.
Poor Katie. I know she probably hates to say that.
She probably does. They probably make her say that every damn week. One
day I just want to look at her and be like, it's okay, Katie. It's okay.
Like, it's okay. We think it's stupid, too.
Yeah, we know. We know they're making you say it. Blink twice.
Exactly. All right.
Shit we didn't make up.
So, all right. The 2008 NASCAR Brickyard 400.
You didn't go to this one, did you?
No. No, I did not. I'm trying to think what year I went to NASCAR. The other year I went, I think it was like 2005 or something.
Okay.
Yeah. So, all right. So it was determined in pre-race that tires were wearing down quicker than expected.
Yeah.
There's a new car and the track being abrasive, all that combined together.
I think this was like the year of the NASCAR's car of the future, or car of tomorrow, or car of I don't care.
Car of many problems, because they had to call competition yellows every 10 to 12 laps.
Yeah.
Otherwise, the tires would blow out.
Just blow out,
Just blow out, like the most terrifying thing that could ever happen to you on the interstate.
No big deal.
No big deal, yeah.
It's fine.
NBD, just blow out.
My tires are blowing out. It's fine.
Which, can then cause a massive accident.
Yeah.
So, competition yellow every 10 to 12 laps. That had to be super exciting.
Yeah, that's why a lot of people were hugely pissed afterward.
Oh, I'm sure they were. I'm sure people wanted their money back.
Yeah.
Let's see. The teams went through every single tire by the end of the race.
Yeah. They come there with so many tires, but I'm just imagining the picture at the end of the race of just shredded tires everywhere. Just everywhere.
Like a graveyard tires.
He just lit them all on fire.
I'm sure they wanted to.
I'm sure everybody wanted to light a tire on fire at that point.
Oh, I'm sure they wanted to light all kinds of things on fire.
I'm sure stuff probably did get lit on fire. Yeah.
That's probably true.
Yeah. I don't see now. I remember the news coverage of this because people came out of that race pissed.
Oh, I believe it.
Pissed. And I can just remember seeing the footage of people just streaming out of the gates. And of course, the news is going to interview God and everybody because that's the story if somebody's angry. So all of these NASCAR fans were just pissed.
Oh, yeah.
Because damn it.
Yeah.
Jeff couldn't I don't know. Jeff was racing on the way.
We came here to see rubbing and racing.
We ain't seen neither rubbing nor racing. Them cars only went for about 7 laps and they had to stop.
I'm sure people were quite upset.
They were very salty. Very.
That was when we still had, decent sized crowds for the Brickyard. So
this is actually kind of afterwards. This is when participation started to drop off. Yeah, which is unfortunate because it when they kind of did the self eval and they went and kind of deconstructed all of us. It was not the fault of the track. So it was NASCAR not accounting for the car and the track when they did the whole tire setup.
Well, that wasn't very smart on NASCAR's part, now was it?
Well, but is it ever smart on NASCAR's part?
You know how I feel about NASCAR.
I feel like everybody knows how we feel about NASCAR.
If you don't, maybe this is the first time you've ever listened to this podcast.
Can we interest you in an episode entitled, We Didn't Survive NASCAR?
We did not.
We did not.
We did not survive.
You should go back and listen to that one.
That's a good one.
It's a good one, and you can tell how we feel about NASCAR.
Yeah, you take those taxi cabs right the fuck out of here.
Right.
And bring in real race cars.
Go. Although I wonder how it will be now that it's in September.
My guess?
Yeah.
Just as boring, slightly better temperatures.
Part of me was like, the temperature would be better. We could still go. It'll be a better temp.
But, it was still hot in September.
Yeah. It's Indiana
we went
weather.
to SCCA in September, at the end of September, and I got sunburned.
I know. One day we were sunburned, and then the other couple of days, we were comfortable.
Yeah. But it could be one of those ridiculously hot days, because it was still pretty hot into September.
Yeah, well, think about the air race. The first day of the air race, we were in...
we were sweating. It was in the 80s.
Yeah, we were in shirts and, cutoffs, and we were sweating. And then, of course, the next day was horrible.
Yeah. Then the next day, we got,
winter.
Visited by, the evil queen of Narnia.
It's hashtag Indiana weather.
Yeah, Indiana weather.
Mm-hmm.
Can't ever count on it. So I'm going to say slightly better weather, same boring race. That's my prediction.
I don't know. I'll have to look at the weather before I decide if I want to go or not.
Because
it's a a race.
If we go again, I'm not buying tickets. Like, we're just going general admission, or if somebody gives us tickets, but I'm not paying good money.
Oh no, it's GA.
To that race ever again.
No, it's gonna be GA.
Yeah, I'm not doing that again.
No.
That was money we can never get back, and time.
Yeah.
Hours of our lives.
Oh god, that race was so long.
Oh my god, and we didn't even stay till the end of it.
That's the greatest part. We came back and we recorded our podcast, and we finished recording it, and then the race ended.
Yeah, we were getting live updates from our friends who were still there, because they actually like NASCAR.
They're like, it got delayed again. We're like, best decision we've ever made.
Another crash, another red flag.
God, they red flagged that more than they red flagged the 500 this year.
Yeah, they really did.
Yeah.
Although, I mean, I would enjoy the chance to go and make fun of the competition yellows again and the stages.
I mean, if we
I don't feel like I've made all of the sarcastic cracks about those that I have in me. I feel like I have more material to share with the world.
I feel like we're gonna have to go this year, but we'll pay the cheap seats and we'll use the extra money for beer. It's fine.
Ooh, and let's really dress up this year.
I wore jorts and like a cut t-shirt.
I mean, I hear that. Sorry, I'm gonna sneeze. Hold on a sec.
Okay.
Nope. Fucking flu. I mean, you definitely did wear jorts. I did not wear jorts. But I think that it's time to resurrect the Billy Bob teeth.
Sorry.
I mean, I'm talking, let's go
full on.
Let's come straight out the trailer.
Let's do Merca straight. All right, let's do this. I'll get a fanny pack.
Like bald eagles and American flags everywhere.
Ooh, I want a bald eagle fanny pack.
Oh my god, yes.
This needs to.
It
has to.
If I could find an American flag, romper or onesie of any
First
sort.
of all, there is an American flag romper. It came out right before last year's 500.
Really?
Yes.
Well,
it might be.
My life has just been changed.
I think it's in men, but who can't convert their size over to men's sizes?
Oh, we can totally do that.
Yeah.
I mean, if the fit is weird, like on the top, I can always wear a tank underneath it.
Yeah, we could take care of that. Not a problem. Not a problem.
Yeah.
That will not stop us.
Nope, not at all. Yeah, I think that we just need to have more fun with the costuming this year, and then and we also need to be drunker. Let's pregame for longer as well.
I can't remember why we couldn't pregame.
I worked the night before.
I think you had to work, and I don't mean to sound that accusatory, but I think you had to work.
No, it's the truth. I worked the night before, and you worked that morning. Like, you worked at the track for Donut Network.
I did. Oh, I might not have to work that day then.
Yeah, so that's why, So we just need to plan better so that we can really enjoy it, even if it's a totally shitty race.
We can just get shit-faced.
Yeah, just like we do for the Carb Day concerts.
Perfect. Which, still waiting on that announcement.
I'm telling you. One of us needs to start sleeping with somebody at the IMS who makes these decisions.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, I want to have a say in them, and I also want to know them sooner than now.
I appreciate that that's how we're getting the inside information.
I mean, whatever means necessary. If you want to network and develop a professional relationship with somebody, you knock yourself out. I just know where my strengths lie.
Stop. That Tamiflu's making you a little loopy. Oh my god.
I have many skills.
You do. And on that note, let's wave the white flag.
All right.
What do you got?
Well, I'm just still waiting with bated breath to hear from DCR.
Yeah.
I want to find out what's happening with them. I want to find out what's happening with CONOR. Mm-hmm. I am actually going to catch up on The Amazing Race tonight.
I meant to ask, have you watched it yet?
I have not watched it yet, but I'm doing that tonight. So I'm excited to watch all that and watch Connor and Rossi.
Oh, how did The Bachelor go on Monday? Did you watch that?
Well, I wasn't in town on Monday, so I didn't watch it. And I haven't seen Mom since I have the flu. I'm quarantined, and she's staying in a friend's house because, in her words, and I quote, "I'm too old to get the flu."
I love your mom.
Right? Which I was like, you're 100% right. Like,
I'm not mad at that. Yeah.
Right? I'm like, I'm just like, I'm 33. I'm going to have the flu, and it's most likely going to be fine. I'm like, my mom is not 33, and so I'm like, yeah, that's all we need is for you to get the flu and end up in the hospital. So no, I have not talked to her.
Okay.
But yeah, I'll probably skim through that, see if I notice any odd behavior from Ari, just because I'm still not 100% sure that there's not something really wrong with him.
I think from what I saw online, and of course I don't watch it, period, there's another like tie-in to a race for this one.
Okay.
Yeah, so we'll see.
Which is funny. We actually, a few people talked about that at work this last week, and they were like, "We need to stop tying in the IndyCar thing. Like, he didn't race that much."
No, I mean, I guess they're just pulling it from his dad, but still.
I mean, he like did a little bit, but yeah, he was not really a full-time driver ever.
No, he was not. No.
Not in a major series anyway.
No.
So that made me laugh for people who aren't even from Speedway to be talking shit about his race career.
It's the greatest moment. You're like, excellent. Our people are out
like,
there.
Right? And then I was like, also, do you know we have a podcast?
By the way.
Did you know I have a podcast about racing? So yeah, I think that's my white flag is, just waiting on DCR and then catching up on Team IndyCar.
Yeah.
What about you?
Yeah, I have not watched any of The Amazing Race.
Slacker.
I know. Well, I had family over for the past, 4 weekends in a row. So,
yeah.
Perhaps with this upcoming blizzard, I will be snowed in on Saturday, and that's all I'll do is watch The Amazing Race on the internet.
I think that sounds like a stellar plan.
I think so. Do a little work, watch a little IndyCar. No, I'm very similar to you. I'm kind of waiting for that last piece in the puzzle to shake out. I'd like to see some more Indy 500 announcements because I really like. I'm wanting there to be a bump day, like honest to God bump day.
That will be the most exciting piece of news for me. Well, that and Connor getting a ride.
Yeah, I really want him to get a ride. Oh,
I do too. I just love him. He's a good driver, and he deserves a ride.
He's a good kid. Look at me. He's a good kid. He deserves a ride. What can I say?
He does. I mean, but he's a good driver, and he's personable.
Very personable.
I mean, and he just does so many positive things for the sport because he's a little younger. I mean, I think that he's one of those drivers that's really going to help engage a younger generation of IndyCar fans. I think that it's in IndyCar's best interest for him to maintain a full-time ride.
I would agree with you 100%. Did you see
I mean, the kid could not be more personable.
He really couldn't. He really couldn't.
He genuinely is a nice person all the time. Like, he would be a driver that I don't think he would ever actually swear at another driver, and I think that would be totally genuine. Like, I think that
he's got a little. Have you listened to him on the Barstool podcasts?
A little bit.
Okay, I was like, I don't know. He might swear, not a lot.
He might swear, but he's not like nasty at all. Like, I mean, I feel like he would definitely give somebody the business. But,
definitely.
But I don't feel like he would ever lose his shit.
Yeah. I'm with you. I really want him to get a ride. He put out a picture the other day on like all of his social media, and it was like he, Stefan Wilson, Spencer Pigot, and Joseph Newgarden at like their first drivers meeting. Oh my God. They look like 12. They were like little kids.
They really do.
And I was like, geez, oh Pete. So.
Yeah, they really do.
Yeah.
Oh. All right.
Well, get to feeling better. We'll wave the
Thank
checkered. We'll wave the checkered flag.
All right. Thanks for listening, everybody.
Have a good evening.